Okay, I mean, yeah, I mean, I get it, but
Right.
to the world is like, see, that's why they always get, because I be reading some of your comments. That's why y'all stay getting killed and end up in ditches, because
That's
shit
just
like
an
this.
excuse to be bigots. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just.
I was young, I used to be stunned until I almost was, unalive. Like, the last 2 times I tried to do it, somebody tried to really unalive me and like really told me if he ever see me again, he was gonna blow my fucking head off. And I think at that point, it was like, I can't do this no more. Like,
Rooting from jealousy. I'm thinking that, personally, they were born as they were born. And I'm not trying to discredit any biological woman. And let's get into that. I'm not trying to discredit any biological woman. For all means, like you said, you're the nurturers, you're the caretakers. You've done it first and you've lived it first. And that's not sarcasm. I know I come off as sarcastic. I promise you I'm not. But
go ahead.
No, y'all actually are trying to shame biological women.
Give me one of your stories of fool and trade.
fool and trade. Okay.
Let's go.
What is that?
I do it all the time. Let's say this.
Okay.
I go out to the club. I go to the college clubs. I like to pop it. I make sure that I'm walking the block looking nice. Everything's nice. Everything's clean, soft. I don't like to do too much and I don't like to get spooked. That's your word. That's your favorite word. You like that. The spook. But anyway, so long story short, I be pulling the trade left and right. I will say that. But one thing I don't do is trick them. I don't like to trick them. But at the same time.
Can you break that down for me? So basically, so we can get, because I don't want people to have a real bad perception of you.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Because, and then it'd be, I don't want them to tear you up in the comments, though. That's why y'all always getting killed and all
right.
that stuff.
Oh, no, they're not. Because I was going.
So fool and trade must be a term that they use. I guess they do the same thing actual women do. They do it in that world too, but theirs ends a lot more dangerous terms.
How far do you typically go?
I typically go to the point where if you're treating me like a decent human being and we're able to have a conversation and carry on, I get to the point of being able to tell you my upbringing and who I am, Okay. It's just like right off the bat, I don't like doing that. It's just like, it's just like I'm walking up to a nigga and telling him I got press-ons instead of a full set. I don't got to tell you what's going on.
No, because if you do that, it's going to be repercussions probably. Yeah, I don't think a lot of trans understand that the last thing a man want to feel is fooled or made a fool of. And dudes don't like it when, a female does it. So if you got another man doing it, pretending to be a female, it's going to be even worse. That's the one thing you do not do, is try and play with a dude on that type of level and pretend that you're something that you're not. Because most men are going to, if they don't go to extreme of unaliving, they're going to definitely F you up. For sure. They're going to put hands on you. It's not going to be pretty. So that's a dangerous game for any of these type of people to play when it comes down to guys on this type of level. You don't do stuff like that. Nobody should do that.
You know what? I think that's the problem. I think that's the thing with all trans women and everybody that's out there that's going to view this. I just think that they think that we supposed to wear a fucking sign on our head to say, hey, I'm trans, I'm a trans, I'm a trans vegetable or whatever. And I just don't always think that's the case. Sometimes that's not even safe to go that route. It's
not safe.
And
that's the problem. See,
it's even more unsafe if you go along with it and the person find out in the worst manner, and he will possibly. You already know.
It's the issue, right? They have this little stigma that they got going on. And it's so funny to me. I find it hilarious. So 1 minute, right? They say that you should tell men that you're trans. Okay, that's fine. We told him. Oh, he should have known you was trans already, because I can tell. Okay, so if they already know I was trans, why do I need to tell him if he already knew? And then they backtrack to other things like, oh, you was tricking him. They never want to actually be able to believe that the man was actually interested in being.
That's what I can't.
They can't. They won't believe that.
You know what? And to all of my cisgender ladies out there, I don't want to be disrespectful to any cisgender female that's out there, because at the end of the day, we both want to be, female. Yeah. Cisgender. We imitate y'all. So I don't want to be disrespectful, but y'all have to.
Okay, so they got a whole nother terminology for real females. They said he said something like cisgender female, but he's actually talking about a biological female.
Stop that. When y'all think that y'all baby daddies, y'all brothers, y'all cousins, y'all fathers, for that matter, I gotta choose them carefully, because this is my shit. Now you can carry on. But
hey,
I just want to say this: when y'all see me or other girls, and y'all be like, "Oh my God, she's a fucking baddie. She's so beautiful. She's so pretty. Oh my God, I wouldn't be able to tell." Why wouldn't your boyfriend, why wouldn't your baby father not have those same feelings? You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like if you felt that way when you seen me, oh my God, you so bad. Oh, you beautiful. Oh, I wouldn't have knew nothing. Why? is it frowned upon when your baby father or your boyfriend or one of your cousins feel that same way that you felt when you felt the same way? You understand what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
It's like a double-edged sword with them sometimes.
I don't know exactly what he's talking about, but I mean, if you got guys who are just on the down low, I guess they're on the down low. I'm not really sure exactly what he's getting at by saying that the women, you should be like, the women shouldn't be mad or something that they boyfriends or family members are on the down low. I don't know. It's just one of them things. I don't really know. I don't even know how to explain that.
They're weird, and I don't like it. I really don't. And I think it's rooted from jealousy. I'm thinking that, you know, personally, you know, they were born as they were born. And I'm not trying to discredit any biological woman. And let's get into that. I'm not trying to discredit any biological woman. For all means, like you said, you're the nurturers, you're the caretakers. You've done it first, and you've lived it first. And that's not sarcasm. I know I come off as sarcastic. I promise you I'm not. But
go ahead.
No, y'all actually are trying to shame biological women because y'all, you know, be very boisterous about the way how y'all look, how outspoken y'all are. We can take y'all men, all type of stuff like that. The rhetoric that they try and spew out, they are in competition, whether they want to believe it or not. It's definitely a competition. Like that's what humans do. They compete. So it's one thing to be gay or play for the other team, but then it's one thing the way you actually mimic the women that you try. When you're mimicking women and you're trying to be like them, embody them, you trying to trick men and look like them. That's a completely different game once you start playing that. I do believe that is one of the highest forms of disrespect by trying to, you know, or maybe the highest form of flattery, but it's still definitely a mockery if you look at it, because you're trying to pretend to be something that you're not, and you're trying to persuade men to join that side by even looking like a woman. It's definitely a form of disrespect. I will say that. I don't think it's just, oh, it's all fair game, we could just look like what. Nah, man. When you're trying to mimic something that you're not to that extreme, it is a form of disrespect. It is what it is. I do believe that they kind of feel like they better. I feel like if science was able to find a way to somehow make a trans have a baby, they would do it. They would do it. And that would be even more disrespect than you, more salt thrown on a woman. So they would do it. So that would make it even more disrespectful.
and all,
he's doing it.
I promise you, we look up to you. It's nothing bad. And the people that actually support us, it's not coming from hate. And we're not maliciously trying to attack or look for your men. They come to us, but you just won't believe that. But like I said, that's why I got my series out, Telling Boys I'm Trans on Monkey, so you can already know
She said, hey, bitch, wait. She came to give it. Wait, hold on. We got to have some type structure here. Listen, I hear all what you're saying, but you know you get a lot of backlash for the stuff that you do.
I do.
You know, and you saying you do, and you know that, and you're unapologetic about it, which you should, because that's just you.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you don't think it's kind of like this is the reason why so many people don't like dislike you when I'm talking about further the cisgender woman because of what you do? Like you feel
I wouldn't say that. I think it's just denial. Because what I'm doing is simply telling men that I'm trans. You know, and it's just broadcasted.
Okay, I mean, I get it, but to the world is like, see, that's why they always get, because I be reading some of your comments. That's why y'all stay getting killed and end up in ditches, because that's just like an excuse
to be bigots. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just what it is. People don't understand the standard of being who we are. Here's the thing about me. Regardless of what I have, I feel like the modern day Kris Jenner. I'm gonna exploit what I have because I want to do it. Everything except for my body, because I don't really do that.
That's what a lot of y'all do. It's always about the money. So of course, even someone with this type of mindset, even though you're not an actual female, you got a lot of females that exploit their body for money too. So you probably in the same boat, sir. It just is what it is. And a lot of those guys on that Monkey app, I ain't gonna lie, when I watch like 2 or 3 of them, yeah, them dudes is definitely saucy. They on that type of time, because you wouldn't sit there for that long and be like, ain't no way, to where, you know, you wouldn't just be like, if they actually told you, you would just go ahead and click off. Boom, I'm done.
But on the bright side, I want to exploit what I have. If I'm saying I'm trans and everybody's stamping that on my head, you know what? Let's exploit that. Let's make some money off that. You know, at the end of the day, what you're failing to realize is that is still going to be my identity regardless of what I do and how I dabble. People are going to judge you no matter what. They like to categorize people because people want to feel superior, so they know how to put you in a box. So they don't have to necessarily deal with that. No, it's the truth.
Okay.
I'm not even hungry, but that's the truth.
Not really, because you automatically going to have to vibe with the tribe. See, you're in a civilized world. I don't think she understand that. You got to get down where the get down is going, because if you were in a world where this wasn't accepted, you just wouldn't be able to be there. So, yeah, it's only like this because we're in such a civilized world, so...
This lady, y'all, I'm telling you now, she came on here to carry on. So you do have 37,000, almost 38,000 followers on YouTube, and you have been really. It's been lucrative for you to get on there and food trade and tell them and talk to them for a while and then ask them, hey, do you know my tea? I'm gonna post these clips up. I'm gonna have these.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna post them up on the edits. I'm gonna definitely have them up in the edits. But like, it's been good. Like, bitch, now I'm getting in your business.
Go ahead.
How much that bring in for you?
If you want to know
in a month, just give me your monthly earning.
3,000.
Why you getting so personal with somebody else's finances? See, I don't agree with that. Like, why the hoes getting that in depth and personal? Now you sound like a hater.
3,000.
That's good, bitch.
For starting point, 3,000.
How long this been going
on? Let's say I started last year.
To those of you out there, bitch, $3,000 a month for just sitting in front of your phone, carrying on in front of your computer. Because bitch, I do the same shit on Bigo, and I be 5,000, 17. Most I made was 17K in a month.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
So now you sound like a hater because you said you do the same thing, but I'm confused.
I know that's right.
You'll be gold for Bigo. So I see why you would set your firecracker and stuff like that.
Right.
Let me ask you a question because I want to get deep, and this is for all of the trans girls because you got a lot of girls that look up to you, live for all of your shenanigans and stuff like that. Have anybody like a trade ever tried to unalive you?
No. You know what? That's actually really funny. Now look, I'm not the biggest tuna fish at all. You know.
I mean, but you can't look at.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's definitely spring chicken, Albuquerque. Bumblebee tuna.
Thank you.
I appreciate chicken of the sea.
Wait, the chicken.
Chicken of the sea.
I want to be the tuna, no salmon.
That's still tuna fish, but the name is called chicken of the sea. Y'all know that chicken.
He don't even get the reference that the other guy trying to tell him.
Yeah, Albacore, fresh catch mackerel. Like you can't. So trade ain't never try to.
No, that's actually really funny. I've never actually went through that, and I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's God's protection.
Yeah, are you spiritual?
I am. I'm not a diehard Christian, but I definitely believe in God.
Okay.
See, that's crazy. See how with the lines of like Christianity and religion, I know it's a lot of Christians or people who follow or who's gonna watch this video who are religious or Christian. They're gonna say, well, that's in their head. That's not what the actual church accepts or allows. But nah, the church definitely do accept that, and they don't mind you coming in as long as you giving them tithes. You definitely gonna be in the church.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let's be serious.
Go ahead.
Being as though you're so recognizable, right?
Mm-hmm.
And being as though you get online and you play these games with guys and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not here to judge that because I do the same shit on Bigo, clowning and keying.
Okay.
Being as though you're so recognizable, what happened if you're outside in a straight club and somebody recognize you, bitch? Because I swear to God, on each of those videos, you got over 100,000 people that watch you do that every day. You don't be. What happens one day if you outside and you having a good time? You're not even on no type of shenanigans. You just out feeling your realness, and you in a straight club, and somebody recognize you from that. Like, do you ever think about stuff like that? Honestly, let's say you at a straight club, right?
Yeah.
And you talking to a guy, and of course they're not going to know what you is, but suppose one of his homies recognize you for doing the shenanigans you be doing online.
Right.
They can not end too well for you, right?
Yeah. I mean, hey, God forbid, because I'm licensed to carry. So if they want it, we can have it. No, I'm playing, but no, in all, I do understand.
It's going to be a lot of people in these comments that going to tear you up.
I'm ready. Hey, so be it.
Because it's like, you know what? I'm going to tell you, this is not.
I'm unapologetically me.
I understand that. So y'all listen. Take it easy on my girl because she already done said what her age. She already done said her age. So she's still young and she still got a lot of figuring out life. We all trans women, like, I'm going to talk about my girls. Matter of fact, I'm talking about my fucking self because I don't want nobody to be like, girl, I wasn't like that. They like to get in them comments. When I was young, I used to pussy stunt until I almost was, unalive. Like, the last 2 times I tried to do it, somebody tried to really unalive me and like really told me if he ever see me again, he was going to blow my fucking head off. And I think at that point, it was like, I can't do this no more. Like, and then it started to be like, it's too many of us out here now. We on TV and shit now. There's no need at this point to pussy stunt no more. Cause it's like, bitch, we at the top of the food chain. Everybody like trannies, like, like we everywhere. So it's not like we know.
Hold on now. Don't do that. You ain't at the top of the food chain now. No, don't do that one. Women are still at the top.
Underground secret no more. So I just stopped doing that. But I don't want nothing bad to ever happen to you or any of my ladies, but you gotta be careful.
See, I am going to be careful. Like, I understand that people get aggressive, okay? I understand that people...
Let me say this real quick before he goes into his rant. That is good advice. That's good advice. But I will say the host kind of contradicting himself, because he said he do the same thing online. I guess he's trying to explain to him that maybe he's aware of all the consequences on what can happen because he's so young. He's 23, and the host is probably like he in his 30s or something like that. So I kind of get where he might be coming from on that behalf of the age difference, to where you don't want to, you just need to know what you're getting yourself into if you out there, and I guess they call it, they got so many secret terms that they said during this video. I don't know if it's, I'm just not in that world. Peace stunting or something like that. So I guess if you peace stunting, you basically kind of showing like, hey, I look like a girl, but I'm not a girl. And I'm about to tease you, this and that, I'm about to really tease you up, because that's how these the trans get so much attention, is because dudes aren't used to getting attention from a female like that. So what's gonna happen is the trans is gonna possibly give the dude and say everything to the dude that he wants to hear, because a regular chick might buck on him. So you're gonna have the trans that's gonna be more open and willing, and then now they get themselves into the situation where this dude is really on them. And let's say he don't know. Let's say he think it's a woman. Now they're in that situation. That's when shit can go south. Things can go really left. And then so that's what the host is trying to explain to him on that behalf.
Who can't necessarily fathom the lifestyle we live. I get it. And it's okay. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let anybody box me in.